whether Hendy
All
or
right.
Walker.
Well, let me start with Walker first, and I'd like to welcome all you guys to the first Warriors Q&A. This is the first, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Walker, you can unmute.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Now, Walker, I want to start out with a question I've been burning to ask just personally. Walker, is your refrigerator running?
Yes.
Well, then go get it. I was
I think
not
I've been a
very
cheater.
popular in high school. So let's start out with question number one. How did you get a start in CS? Who introduced you to the game, and how long have you played for?
Started playing in 2016. Got introduced by some friends that I played a previous game with. Basically started playing on a 20 FPS computer, but I just really enjoyed it. So kind of
Yeah,
how
we all got
I got like I started opping because I literally could not use a rifle because of my frames.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
So that was pretty much my start. At first, I hated the game. I never played like an FPS shooter or like at FPS, and I didn't even like. I didn't play COD, Halo, anything like that. So
What did you used to play before that?
I played Minecraft. Started playing Minecraft when I was like 12.
A true man of culture.
My first PC game. Yeah,
That's
that's
a
pretty
good
much how I
one.
got my start.
That's a good one. It's good. Well, I guess that answers the second question of why you like opping. It's what really drew you to the game. And any tips and tricks for players that want to be as good as you?
I kind of just have like a set routine where I do 1,000 kills, aimbots every single day. DM, make sure that I have like a certain routine going. But I never really did that until like probably when I was in advance, where I wanted like an actual set routine to keep improving. I basically was just like pugging like 100 pugs a month, like just trying to get better that way.
Oh wow, man, I still do that, and I still suck.
Consistency, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? If any of you guys could play against a top team, who would it be?
I don't know. Andy, who would it be for you?
Probably SK when SK was at like its strongest. I
Why-
was obsessed with that team.
Man, why would you want to get destroyed by him? I mean,
That
you
would
said,
be, I mean, that would be the most fun I'd have getting destroyed. That's for sure.
well, I'd say like a really bad team, like I don't know, Liquid in 2020. But
Yeah,
My
we'd
dream
put up
team
more
would
of a
be
fight
like
against them.
true. My dream team would be like the C9 major roster for sure to play
oh yeah,
against.
those are some good guys.
You
So,
gotta stop
what-
with the ramen.
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
I swear
I
to
like
God.
tried resisting, but I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Well, besides like the 5 slices of pizza I ate. Walker, what's your favorite Warriors coffee pasta?
One of them, my favorite one's pretty inappropriate, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
Let's
inappropriate.
hear
I
it.
see.
We can edit
Let's
it
hear
out
it.
later.
You want to hear it?
Censor it.
Okay, I'll do two of them. I'll do the appropriate. The appropriate one is the BC copy pasta thing, where he's attacked by like a bear on the coast. Of
Thank you.
BC.
That was made by yours truly.
That one's solid.
That's
then the
also
other
my
ones-
favorite for sure.
And then the other ones, every so often Walker likes to remind everybody that not only does he have his dick in everyone's ass, but he's also fucking everybody's girlfriend, mom, dad, family, and dog. Seriously, he pulled up the slate and had to slap my face just to have a physical representation of his dick slapping me. So that's probably number one.
That is a good one.
Whoever made that is a legend.
All right. Now this one. How does one enter the state of walking? And what do you do when you're not walking?
How do I even explain that?
I don't know. You can try to put it into like mortal terms for us, because I know you like are ascended being. With
Well,
like,
for you guys, it's like in terms of the state of walking is just hitting shots on CS. So I guess just hit shots.
well said. Just like Martin Luther King.
And when I'm not walking, I'm whiffing. So that's unfortunate.
Walker be whiffin'. Yeah, we love that one.
Unlucky.
What's it like playing for the NA version events?
I It's been pretty solid. It's been I don't think we're exactly ends because I feel like it's gonna be an improvement rather than us playing pretty bad after the change.
All right. All right. Understandable. You have a background in hockey. How long do you play, and what's your favorite team?
Favorite team is the Oilers. And
Never would have
started
guessed that one.
playing. It started playing when I was, I think, 6, until I
Oh
was
wow.
about 16 or 17. I kind of just played like locally for kind of the rep team around here. So we traveled a bit and did that throughout like all of high school. Ended up finding gaming and whatnot, and then sort of said goodbye to the hockey because I don't know, I wasn't good enough to really make it anywhere. So
Ow. Hate to see it. Hate to visualize it.
unlucky, but I still love hockey. So don't
Oh
really
yeah.
play much anymore, but
What? On a secondary note, what's your opinion of the Detroit Red Wings?
respectable organization.
There we go.
Respectable. It's
Thank
not
you.
too many bad things to say about them, to be honest. They're pretty bad right now, but I don't know. They were good for
You
so
know,
long.
I try not to cry at night when I think about how they did this year. I try.
True.
So, do you ever turn off the lights while you're taking a bath to feel like you're back in the womb?
All the time.
All right. Oh, you're gonna love the next one. Do you think
Oh,
having a 5'2" boy with tights riding your back increases in-game skill?
that's Stanley for sure. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
Really?
no.
Because you're constantly used to carrying your team, so this is just extra weight.
Ah, yeah, it's just extra weight.
All right, all right, all right. Now, on to everybody's favorite handsome Hendy. How long have you been with the team?
Well, originally not the season, not the last season, but the season before. I don't even know. Season 32 now. That was when I first started talking to or playing with Walker and Hyper a little bit, and then Top got thrown in on that mix. So the following season is when we truly started to put things together, which obviously was last season. Top kind
When
of
you, gu-
created the. Go ahead.
when you guys broke through advanced,
Yep.
smashing your way through it.
Yep. So a little bit of experience with Walker and Hyper before that, and obviously Top as well. And then when we added Hyper Boke to the mix, it took off. So.
How did you guys find Boku? Do you have to sort of scout for him a little bit, or did he come to you?
That was always somebody Top had in his mix. I know right when he was talking about the plans to put this team together, it stemmed, I believe, around Top drawing me and Walker in, and then piecing in Boke, and we all had another player Fade involved at the time. But Boke has always been on the radar for Top, and then as soon as I got introduced to him, it was obvious why.
And with all this talk of last season, it goes perfectly in the next question. What are your most enjoyable moments from the past season?
Just the playoff run. The playoff run was insane. I mean, we all knew we had it in us, and it was I won't say unexpected, but it was definitely a dream run and my most enjoyable experience in Counter-Strike so far, for sure, was going through
And,
that playoff run.
and as for this season, what's your most enjoyable part so far?
So far, it's just getting to experience the next level of Counter-Strike. Everyone talked about, a skill gap between advanced and MDL, and there's a little bit of a jump there, and they weren't wrong. There definitely is this level of Counter-Strike, especially playing the top teams in MDL like the Whalers and Chaos. It's a different feel, but that's been the most exciting part, is just getting to this level, knowing that what's in front of us, but just taking the game to that next level. Analyzing it in a way that we haven't before, things like that.
And you guys have been keeping up with the best of them. So, how much harder is it IGLing as compared to just rifling? And what changes do you think the team needs moving forward?
IGLing, really, I expected it to be a lot more difficult of a transition to go into it, but really, partially due to I think there's a little bit of natural ability in it with me.
GG.
Did you just get just get connected
Oh
mid-sentence?
my god.
Oh my god!
Is he back?
Is he back? Is he
Nope.
back?
Is that-
No!
no.
His phone died.
His phone died!
Oh
We'll never
my
know. We'll never know what it's like IGLing. He has so much natural talent, it just broke his phone.
That's pretty iconic.
That is pretty iconic. So, Koi, what's your favorite part about being an assistant coach and never having any spotlight?
Well, I think the players like me, so that's always nice.
False.
Yeah. Probably should have expected that one. Oh, he's
And
back.
Hendy's
That guy-
back.
He's back. Welcome back.
Oh, that. How much did that did you get?
We got up to the natural talent part.
Okay. All right. So the natural talent that the players around me have, help me in that IGL spot. So it's not as hard. It's not as difficult on me. There's not as big of a transition, things like that. Just because the guys that are around me, they make it a lot easier on me. But as
Plus,
far
they
as
all have
just,
brains too.
yeah, I mean, they're just mature players. We don't the lack of experience that we have is almost one of our strengths because we have all five hands on deck, figuring things out together.
There's no slacking in the Warriors International squad.
Exactly. So things are progressing. I mean, we've had a few minor speed bumps as far as just the change overall, but as soon as we get past some of the newer things that are happening because of that change, I think we'll hit the ground running. No problem.
All right, like that one Smash Mouth song. Who doesn't love it? How long have you been playing, and what decided to make you push for MDL?
Oh, I've been playing Counter-Strike for a long time. I started back in 1.6 when I was, early 2000s. My dad got me involved in the game. He was, he played Counter-Strike 1.6 and then followed that into Source. So I played, a good amount of Counter-Strike through then. And then once I got to high school, I didn't play anymore. I was really focused on baseball and took that route, up until my sophomore year of college when I transferred. And because I had to redshirt a year and was ineligible to play because of transfer rules, during the spring while my team was playing, I had the chance to kind of pick up Counter-Strike again. And that was the first time I had played Global Offensive. And as soon as I touched it again, I didn't put it down and have it.
And there he goes again. We would love to hear what
GG.
else he had to say, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
life would
Get
not
on
have it
his
be that way.
computer.
Yeah, he might have to. Oh.
Oh, he's
All
back
right,
again.
how much of that did you catch?
Uh,
I don't know what's going on.
yeah, that was really strange. That was probably pretty good.
Okay.
I also have a bit of a side question. So, what do you think playing 1.6 and having such a in-depth knowledge of Counter-Strike throughout the years, how do you think that changes your perspective of Counter-Strike as compared to Walker, who got into it fairly new?
Well, I mean, obviously Counter-Strike Global Offensive is an extremely different game, much different than 1.6 and Source. So although the gameplay and like what is considered the meta and all that stuff is constantly changing, the true roots of the game is still there. And there, as far as the idea of like trading and being in good positions, things like that, that the team play, I've had, experience with it from a long time ago. I initially started playing video games with Counter-Strike. I never truly got into anything else. I've dabbled, but Counter-Strike's always been it. So it's really the only game that I know.
Oh, wow. So, what was it like playing baseball at such a high level? And explain your baseball career. And Tip from Top wants to know, what's your batting average? Has this helped you in CS, this sort of competitive mindset?
Yeah, no, it definitely helps. I could go on and on about baseball. It was like my one true passion in life, but I took it very serious growing up, played all my life, went through high school. Coming out of high school, I was talented for sure, but it wasn't at the professional level. Never really had that in my future. So I went Division III out of high school. I was fortunate enough to play at the college level. Went Division III. Started developing. I got bigger, faster, stronger. Started throwing the ball harder.
And then he started leaving stronger as well. Isn't that just funny? In fact, he was so strong in baseball, he's breaking his own Discord server. Kind of chaotic.
This is kind of hilarious that he keeps dropping like this.
It is kind of hilarious. The timing's been pretty good. You may never know his batting average. I'm gonna guess it was a 1.0. He hit literally everything. Is he back?
No, he's not. We're still waiting.
Yeah. How about one question for Walker here? Walker, how different are skating and walking?
Very. It took me like forever to learn how to skate. So I mean, first like from like 6 to 9, I was pretty awful. So
Oh damn. You nailed your ollies down.
I don't even know. I'm trying to fix it. I don't even know what's going on.
That's crazy. Perhaps there's some questions that shall remain unanswered by the will of God alone.
How much of that did you get?
We got up until like it was actually pretty early on in it. I have to say.
Okay. I can summarize. Yeah, I'm inside now. Hopefully this helps. But I'll be quick. So, long story short, I went to a Division III out of high school. Got pretty good at that D3 and transferred to a Division I school. When I transferred to that Division I school, is when I really started focusing on baseball and playing professionally. I got pretty much as close as you can get to getting drafted as you can without, truly making it. I got a bunch of calls on draft day, things like that. It just never worked out. So I entered the workforce, went, the 8 to 5 route. Still happening, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My great uncle was drafted, Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah. Different kind of draft. The one I was looking for was a little bit more
appealing,
a little more safe.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys.
Now, Hendy, this is the most important question I'll probably ask tonight. What's your favorite Warriors copy pasta? And if you could choose one for yourself, which one would it be?
I like the one that was mentioned earlier by Walker, the safe one. Although I also have some solid inappropriate ones, I do think the Walker one is the best. I think it was the most well put together.
Remember, we can always censor this stuff out. So.
Okay, I mean it's been a little bit, but I don't know. Those are honestly two of my favorite. So I'm gonna go same answers.
All right. Now, what's your opinions on truck driving?
Oh God. Not my cup of tea, I guess. I don't know, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So thanks to all the truck drivers out there. I don't know, man.
All right. You only lost a few respect points from me, so
okay.
You covered your bases by saying it needed to be done.
It's got to be done, dude. It's essential. It's essential.
Exactly. In regards to the current political and social climate of the great country United States of America, sorry, Walker. Why is the price of mayonnaise going up?
Who knows? But I'm sure with the way things are going in the great country of the United States of America, somebody will have their opinion on it and they'll figure it out.
Well said. Now, I have a question for both you guys.
Let's hear
the
it.
tag team. Who's the secondary opper?
TBD. We're working on it. We've got some wannabes, but no. I mean, in all seriousness, it's probably Boak right now. He loves it. I mean, he's just super hit or miss with it. But when he is on, I mean, he's like
people do tend to hit or miss with the op.
If we don't say Boak, it'll be bad.
Yeah, no, it's got to be my boy Daniel, but he's got some learning to do.
In the server, have you ever said "damn Daniel" to Boku?
Oh, that's a good one. You've said it?
Yeah, when Boak first joined, like the last season, it got said quite a bit, but maybe we should bring it back.
A bad memory.
Like,
It's a shot
damn,
on Tim
Daniel, that
every
was a
time,
sick
though.
play.
Daniel.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the 50 bomb. Have you always been in high rank CS, or did you start in lower ranks and work your way up?
Walker.
I mean, I was horrible when I first started playing. As I said, it was my first FPS game, so I literally just started grinded up from silver level. And then I remember trying to play ESCA when I was not the best. And then these like 3 older people just like bullied me out, and I just didn't play ESCA for like a year.
That tends to happen
So
in the SDA.
it was a struggle, bro. And I just like slowly
Yeah.
upgraded my computer, spent more and more money to get like better computer, improve more. It was a grind.
Yeah, I don't think anyone starts out at Counter-Strike too solid. I mean, even when I picked it back up from playing it when I was like real young, I was rough, man. Playing on a little laptop and then eventually pieced together, a desktop, and it was all downhill from there. But it was definitely a working process.
Damn.
Grind never
Well,
stops.
What decisions led you to pushing yourself towards professional CS:GO? And how does your family feel about this decision?
Oh God. All right.
Let's come up at Thanksgiving. Hey, what'd you do today? Oh, I've been playing Counter-Strike with my team.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just the level that I've always felt that I could compete. I mean, especially with the stage that I'm at, I'm a little bit older. I've got a job. I've got a girlfriend that, we're planning next steps.
Weird
so,
flex, but okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I feel like most kids that pursue this are a little bit younger. I mean, they've got more time on their hands, things like that. So it's been a little bit hard on me to commit the hours. But if I wasn't confident in where I think that I could get to, I wouldn't be doing it.
Oh. What about you, Walker?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much jumped, I guess, from when I started playing league seasons on ESCA, I jumped up pretty fast. So I sort of just wanted to keep pushing myself. I had a lot of time. I took a gap year off school, so I pretty much just kept working at it super, super hard and was super, super dedicated to getting better. Ended up getting on the team with Hendy and like Top and Kwong at the one time, and kind of like gave it our all, and then it was like tough result. And I just sort of realized like that was my first season of like really going hard, practicing everything like that. And I just wanted to give it my best.
Oh. And one more question. What's it like having your own fan club?
Are you kidding me? It's great, dude. We
It is
play
great.
with a great org and have some fan base behind us. It's great times.
You're not just saying that because there's a sniper put at your position by some Warrior staff, right?
I know. I've got a red dot on my chest right now. I'm not sure why.
And one question: if you're B+ in ESEA and a loser, what are your chances of going pro?
We were all B+ at one point, my
I
brother.
was stuck in B+ for like a year and a half. Like long time.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not even B+.
Yeah, I'm literally better than Colin, so
Small steps. Small steps.
And I think with the family thing, because our family feel, I'm pretty sure like Hendy's, like you got quite a lot of support with brothers and everything playing the game.
Yeah.
And like both of our dads like watch our games and everything, so
Yep.
it's been pretty supportive.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. I've got an older brother and a younger brother that play on the same IM team in ESEA. So they're constantly watching our games. Both my dad and my mom will throw it on every night when we have matches. The only person that I think hates Counter-Strike that I'm around is my girl, because I spend so much time away from her. But that's a battle just like any other.
Well, what do you think are the chances that your parents could join the fan club?
Oh, they'd hop all over it, man. We'll get him in here.
Never be afraid. Never be afraid. Walker, at what
So-
age did you start walking? These
I
are all
don't
gonna
know,
be
dude,
dumb.
I
I'm
ain't got-
gonna warn you right here. They're all gonna be dumb.
I don't remember, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm assuming 1 or 2 around there somewhere.
The same age he picked up a sniper. That's when he started walking. What you think, man?
And where did you walk? Would you walk 500 miles or more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles?
Oh my
100%.
god.
100%.
Oh my god.
Now, going back into the realm of seriousness here, how do you feel about your role on OP? And would you ever change your role? And if so, for what?
Ooh.
Wow.
Actually, I
I'm
do
curious about
really
this.
I really enjoy opping like a lot. Like I couldn't see myself going to a rifle role just because ever since I played League I've been opping. But I mean there has been like the second guesses where I'm like, should I like rifle? Like is like opping, I don't know. Is opping like really what I want to be doing? Because I do think like I can rifle fairly well and like it's just about adapting to those CT spots. Just rifling it, I don't know. I don't think I could really do it. It'd be a really rough transition like to rifling, so and I really enjoy opping.
I'll say on Walker's behalf, him transitioning to a rifle would be 10 times easier than any of us transitioning to an opper. Dude's got talent.
He's got talent. You heard it here first. Now, comes from the higher ups. Craigster asks, question for Walker: what's your favorite meme at the moment? That can be any meme. Doesn't even have to be Warriors related.
My favorite
So many meme
meme.
questions. You
Dude,
guys
it's
are all about the
it's
memes.
literally just the memes like that you guys post, the copy paste, everything like that. That's like that's everything I see right now. And then like you post like a meme in the Discord like Walker be walking thing. I post on my Twitter. It's all those things, dude. 100%.
Well, gotta give thanks to those who make them. I'm just saying.
Sure, thank all of you guys, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, Walker, do you still play Minecraft, and how often?
I mean here and there, like a couple times, like a couple
Gross.
buddies want to like play some stuff sometimes. I mean I did play it for like a long time, so once in
Were
a
you on
while
those
hop back
TNT
on.
run servers, those Spleef servers?
Oh, Hypixel, bro, 100%.
I think so. Hell yeah.
100%.
Oh my god.
Some more memes trickling in here and there. Man,
I think my connection's a little bit better. Is there anything like that I missed earlier that you want me to answer? I don't know.
Oh, this is a very personal question. I'm not sure if I want to say this on recording, but I think I will, if it's not too much to ask. Craigster asks, Walker, can I put my Minecraft bed next to yours?
Oh, you know it. You know it, dude.
Wow. That is truly something special.
New Walker
Craigster,
would be down.
Craigster,
know,
for being an owner of a Discord, he does type very slow. Don't at me. Walker, for $1 million, would you do the deed? What?
Would I do the deed?
Would you do that has some interesting
What deed?
connotations, I must say.
It's $1 million, man.
What's the deed?
I
I need someone to elaborate a bit more here.
No, you don't. It's $1 million.
$1 million.
True.
I think
It is
I'd do
million,
a lot
bro.
of deeds for $1 million.
Yeah, I'd probably do a bit.
Oh,
I need $1 million.
For both of you guys, what's your opinion of Boo's videos? Because honestly, when I first saw them, I thought they were pretty trash. Not gonna lie. Then I warmed up to them.
Haven't watched that many.
I mean, yeah, I also haven't watched a whole lot of his videos, but I've seen a couple here and there, and I think they're super helpful towards like beginner or like wanting to improve. I think that's like mainly what his videos are all about. If you're wanting to improve, they're pretty helpful.
I mean, for people at the top level, you guys kind of have everything figured out.
We'd like to think.
Yeah. Another question. How'd you guys choose your usernames? Was there a method behind your madness?
Mine was super hard. It's a tough decision. And what about for you, Hendy? It's like a nickname?
Hendy has just always been my baseball nickname. It comes from my last name. My last name's Hendrickson, like Jimi Hendrix type deal. So I was always Hendy growing up in college and stuff. So
when you threw a curveball, did they all ever call you Bendy Hendy?
Bendy Hendy. No, they didn't. I'm glad they didn't.
I would hope not. Yeah. I would. I mean, like my original alias was blank because I just had like a invisible Steam name on my for my Steam or whatever, and then Walker ended up becoming available on ESA, and I was like, why not? And I didn't really like it, but I just kind of kept it.
That's cool. And for both of you guys, was the transition between coaches, and how does Koi mix in?
Transition of coaches was pretty good. I think we went in the right direction with that move because it was more. Summy was just one of our boys, like he felt more like another one of the players than a coach, and not that was
a bad thing.
Bad, but because like we all love Summy, but just
he's
from
more to open up a brewski with, you could say.
Exactly, just from a more business standpoint, we felt like we could get more out of somebody like Vu, and it's been really good lately, really good.
All right.
And Koi has also been an amazing help for us, like with just in terms of like he just watching any demos of like previous teams, just knowing kind of like what a team is doing.
Yeah, and the work that Koi does, it's like the tedious stuff that I mean, honestly, as much as that can get taken off of, some of the players, and especially me as an IGL, and I can just rely on Koi to have that stuff for me, and he always does. It's an amazing help. It makes the transition for me especially much easier. So
very nice, very nice. Well, that's not the same at family gatherings. He won't stop talking about his anime figurine collection.
Shut up.
And a question for both of you: can I become pro with 30 FPS computer? And I think Walker, you have the perfect answer to this since you started there.
I mean, you just gotta work your way up. Like I spent so much, like I was just in love with the game when I played with 30 FPS, and then just honestly, literally only opted because it was impossible to rifle, and then just slowly upgraded my computer to a 60 FPS computer. Got a bit better, slowly upgraded to 100 FPS, and just like you notice, like obviously when you go from 30 FPS to like 60, 100, like you just get so much better as a player. So 100% if you keep at it, keep upgrading your computer.
What sort of frames do you guys get in the game?
Not as many as what I'd like.
Yeah, true, actually.
I mean, I'm towards the lower end, I'd say, for the level of Counter-Strike that we play at. I mean, I only get usually from 180 to 250 during rounds, but there are definitely. Hello?
Yo, you're here. You're good.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
All right. There are definitely people out there in like the advanced and MDL level that play with like 120 FPS, and it's just, I mean, the disadvantage that you're at is way more minute when you play at smaller levels or lower levels. But as soon as you get up to, I think, this level, the lack of like even 30 FPS, it makes a big difference.
So you're saying the reason why you don't ace every round is your lack of FPS?
That's the only reason.
Which is your favorite team to play against in the current MDL mix?
Oh, I like playing against Alcoholics Anonymous for sure. We played them like quite a bit of times. Usually, it's like it's been pretty back and forth.
Hey,
So
more like
I enjoy playing
hey,
them.
stupido. Heck yeah.
I like playing Chaos just because it's a different presence, and I mean, being in the same server is like Steel, somebody who has an insane number of rounds under his belt, and like just being able to compete against stuff like that's great.
That, and you can brag to Steel that you can play in Steam sponsored events.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Suck it, Steel.
And here's a question for both of you: is Koi more like sandpaper or sushi?
Sushi.
He's more like the bad sushi.
I'm gonna be completely like Walmart sushi. No,
Walmart
you don't get to
sushi.
speak. You don't get to speak.
Walmart.
What does that mean?
Is accurate.
I just know you really like sushi, so I'm going with sushi.
Vu's opinions on sushi are wrong, by the way. I do want that
Who
to
hates
be.
sushi? Wait, does Vu hate sushi?
No.
Our coach and analyst, bro, just get into a huge argument here about sushi while we're before our practice.
Okay. I want to hear both sides of this. Okay. What does Vu have to say about sushi?
What was it that you can't get good sushi inland?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it-
something
you-
like
you-
that. Yeah.
Good sushi is only found on coastal cities. That's his argument.
That's just
Yeah.
not true.
Like,
Exactly.
for example, you can't go to like, I don't even know what example he gave. Wasn't he saying Chicago? Like, you can't get good sushi
Yeah.
in Chicago, stuff like that.
That's just
For
wrong.
$100, he was like, "You can't get good sushi in Chicago," and that his $10 sushi is better than $100 Chicago sushi.
Yeah.
Wait, does Vu live on the east or west coast?
I don't even know where Vu is.
He's
He is
West Coast.
30 minutes away from me.
Oh, I would expect that from
He's in
someone
Canada.
like
That's
Cali,
right,
dude.
That's right.
They're always so pompous and high up.
I
in
don't
little
know though.
Seats.
Vu has opinions on everything, so you got to take him with a grain of
True,
salt.
and he is right.
They're all wrong.
He is
Oh,
always
okay.
right.
Okay, Hendy, this next question is going to be absolute torture. Hendy, what's
God.
your favorite number in the alphabet, but you can only use colors and fruits to answer?
Dude, get this nonsense out of here. Like,
This was asked by your org owner, so
God,
you better be watching yourself.
people know how to get to me. Okay, repeat it, and I'll do my best.
What is your favorite number in the alphabet, but you can only use colors and fruits to answer?
Okay. Number in the alphabet.
Only use colors and fruits to answer.
Only
Your
use
guess is as
colors.
good as mine.
Only
A singular tomato.
colors and fruits to answer. Colors and fruits. I'm gonna go
Don't do it. It's a trap. Don't say fruit.
a pink banana.
That was like the worst one. Why would you do a pink banana?
Oh
No.
my god.
Uh,
It was fitting.
obviously, Hendy is subconsciously wanting something, but it's fine.
Stop.
Don't worry. Okay. How do you guys feel about using the R8? Why does everybody tell me to stop using it?
Awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you can pick up the illegal deagle and
Just two
and
tap
literally
somebody. Yeah.
win around with it, you can't mess with the R8 and think
I
that
mean-
you're all cool and
I mean-
all. But
JW is better than both of you guys, and he uses it.
That's true.
JW can use an R8 and still be better than us.
I mean, Swisher uses their R8, so
Ooh.
And Swisher
Oh, I think
sucks,
actually,
so.
yeah, he likes
Wow.
it. I mean, I don't think he does in, like officials, but
I have
He's
just
like
blocked
going
him
a
on
lot.
everything.
Okay. Another
I guess
question for
when
both
you're a
of you?
pro, every gun is viable.
That is true. I mean, except the M249. Just seems.
Negev is so good. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
Negev is OP.
Negev. I don't think there's a reason to use the M249 if the Negev exists how it is.
True.
Yeah,
True.
Negev is OP. Negev Lionfish, best skin in the game.
All right. Now, what's your guys' aim practice routine, and how often do you practice your aim?
What's yours, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm kind of a stickler about this. I don't have a very set routine. And I was kind of this way in baseball too. I became, when I was pitching, a lot of the other guys that are pitchers have very structured routines. Well, mine's a very feel thing. If my aim feels a certain way, like, when I first hop on for the first 20, 30 minutes of the day, then I'm going to do what I feel like I need to do to get my aim where I need it to be for that day. There's not, like, some days I'll go into DMs, other days I won't touch it. I won't touch a DM for like a week sometimes, but there are other week-long periods where I'm in a DM all day, every day, and because that's what I know I need to, like, get over the hurdle or whatever. So I don't know. I don't have a routine, I guess.
Okay, I consider myself above the average person because one time I overfragged swag in a public DM for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that definitely matters, and you should probably look for a very huge pro contract off of that.
Yes.
For me, I always have to do 1,000 kills aimbots every single day. Unless like Friday, Saturday we don't practice. I usually like to take like 1 day off of like CS pretty much entirely. And
Yep.
then, but I always got to do 1,000 aimbot kills, and then like flick around with the op on aimbots, maybe DM for a bit. That's like the sort of routine.
So for you, Walker, it seems more like this is a very official job with your own set routine that you strictly follow.
Yes, yeah,
Would you
in a
say-
way, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. For both of you guys, what's your favorite pro match you've watched? What do you think is the most iconic one?
C9 final.
C9, yeah.
The C9 phase.
Major.
Yeah, I was gonna answer that as well.
100%.
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah. Anybody doesn't answer that, they're wrong and should feel bad about themselves.
Hashtag NACS, baby. Let's go.
Hey,
Cologne 2015, Envy versus Fnatic. Dust you.
hey, your opinion doesn't matter because you're just a fish. So bye.
You little koi fish.
Little koi fish. Put him out of water. What can he do? Yeah. All right. How do you guys feel about Mythic, Flom specifically? And where would you be without the fan club? Oh, I feel this one's gonna.
How do I feel about Mythic?
The stream team.
No comment. I'll let Walker.
I don't know. I like what they do with the whole stream team, like all of them streaming the matches, and just like that whole publicity thing. I mean, Flom's pretty insane in my opinion. He's like, I'm pretty sure, as I can recall, like all of MDL were both like the two oppers that use native. I don't know. I think Mythic has gotten a bit weaker in terms of like their roster as of recently. You know, like Adren, Hayes, all them dipping, but they're still pretty solid team.
I mean, Flom's beard is still going strong. I think that's very
True.
important to note. And where would you guys be without the fan club? This one might get a bit close to the heart.
Not
I don't
here.
know. Yeah, definitely not in this Q&A. I don't know.
No. No, we talk about the fan club gets brought up a lot. All right. So you guys are a vital role of our lightheartedness culture.
Yeah. Another question for both of you guys. Do you guys have any Warriors merch? And do you guys know when you'll get some Warriors merch?
No and ASAP,
Yes.
please.
Honestly, I'd fork over 60 at least for a Warriors jersey. I'm just saying. I'm pointing
They look
fingers.
nice.
Craig,
They look-
please.
I do like pretty clean. I like the colors, bro. I always like purple and jerseys.
Mhm.
And
The
like
purple and black
you
does go
throw
good.
on a jersey, like there's no shot that I'm getting less than 20 kills with a Warriors jersey on in any given match. Like
That is true. And when do you guys think your first LAN event will be, so people can get some signatures here and there?
6, I don't know about that, but hopefully sooner than later. Shit, man, I haven't given my autograph since I don't know. It's been a while, but
I mean,
You
as
never
soon
signed a
as like,
check?
well, no, like
I
I
guess.
used to sign a bunch of autographs for baseball. I don't get to do that
Oh.
anymore.
Did you have a fan club in baseball?
Shit, man.
Bunch of
Oh.
fangirls, they're like,
I've-
Hendy, please! Hendy, please! Give me a kiss on the cheek!
I've signed more
Ay, ay,
baseballs
ay.
than I have headshots. And
Whew. Oh,
Okay.
that is a
Big shot here.
bold claim and a bold flex.
That
Walker,
means
for,
you're really
for,
bad
for
at
the
CS,
meme, you
I
just
don't
should
know.
have said you're a professional hockey player. Just outdo Hendy. Yeah, I played pro hockey, you know. I won the Stanley Cup
Retired.
twice. 2 years in a row. It was kind of easy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just retired because Counter-Strike's really cool.
My
I did this
slap
all
shot
before I
would
was
have been
18.
way better.
Oh.
If
you
I
got some
played
fighting
hockey,
in you.
Your slap shot? No
If I played hockey,
chance.
bro, I would have been mopping the
No
floor with
shit,
this
dude.
kid.
If you could skate, maybe.
Oh.
Mopping the floor
No
with this
way
kid.
you can skate.
I can skate.
No way.
I just can't skate
I
backwards.
don't believe it.
No, I can't for real. Growing up, I grew up in a cul-de-sac and we'd play street hockey all the time, bro. All the
Alright.
time.
Alright. If we ever, you know, like at a LAN or anything, we're going skating for sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't wait to watch this.
At a batting range, I'll out hit Hendy for sure. All I'm saying.
Wow. Wow.
I may have not been a D1 baseball player, but I play baseball. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
No, dude, I was a Division 3 hitter, a Division 1 pitcher. So there's a difference.
Couldn't be the D1 hitter. I get it.
No. That was out of my league, man. If I had to hit against myself, I would be screwed. I would have been screwed.
Well, that looks like this concludes the Q&A. With our golden boys of Walker and Hendy. Thanks everyone for coming out. It's been a dope